Now that we've laid the early foundations with the waist-high to waist-high swings, we can now start to increase the length of the swing with the backswing. So far we've turned the shoulders, we've allowed the arms and the club to swing with the shoulders. Now we need the club to get from this position here up to the top of the swing, but we don't want the arms to go an awful lot further than where they are. So all we need to do to get the club from here up to the top is allow the right elbow to hinge and the wrists also to hinge a little bit. That right elbow, when it does hinge, does so in a way that it forms an L shape at the top of the swing. When the right elbow hinges, the left arm stays as straight as possible. It's great if you can keep that dead straight, but don't force it to stay straight. If you need to force that left arm to stay straight, you're actually better off letting it bend a little bit, but not so much so that everything collapses at the top of the swing. We need to have a nice big gap between the shaft of the club and our shoulders, a nice gap between the hand. Potentially with this right elbow, if you hinge it the wrong way, that can throw the golf club a long way off its correct position at the top. It's like throwing a golf ball underarm or maybe skimming a stone across the water. A good stone skimmer naturally does a golf backswing. They naturally hinge the right elbow so that it forms an L shape. They naturally hinge that elbow in a way that it's in a line with their torso in relation to where they're throwing the ball. They quickly figure out themselves that you can't skim a stone from out in front of you here, and you can't skim a stone from around behind. So exactly the same as a golf backswing. When we swing the club back and when we hinge that right elbow, it does so in a way that it's nice and neutral, pointing somewhere towards our right hip. That gets us into a position where the club quite naturally swings through the ball to the target.